Hey guys, it's Mike from Please Stand By, and today I'm going to be showing you what life is like inside the Arctic Circle. It is currently 10:21 in the morning a.m. and there's quite a bit of light out. Now, there's only about 3 hours of daylight here right now at this time of the year, and that makes things a little bit crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys today in this video what that is like, because it's very unique.
Before we do that, let me show you what my experience was like the day before.
See you, Mike. Good luck.
Thanks, Rob. It was really deep.
Okay, so remember back in my Northern Lights video how I told you guys there was an Arctic storm while we were there? Yeah, so this is what my experience with that was like.
Alright guys, so we've made it out to the spot where we're going to try and shoot a time lapse. I'm going to get set up here, but it is incredibly windy. It's very, very cold as well, but let's get set up.
It's like freezing up here. The lens. That may have been one of the most epic on the side of the road shots I've ever done. Caribou and amazing snow. What do you think, Jonas?
That was insane. We weren't expecting any of this either. That's the whole thing of this, was that it was completely unexpected. We knew it was beautiful, but it turned out to be epic.
That was just the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. It was just actually really fun to just be standing out there experiencing the elements with friends and doing something that I love to do. Rob got out of the car and flew the drone a bit, and Jonas and I walked down, not to the edge of the lake, but there was a little icy cliff that we were standing on that was safe with a lot of snow. We both set up a time lapse. Things got really intense when we saw those two caribou. It was kind of cute though. It was a pair of two just sort of traveling by themselves in this frozen Arctic wilderness. So wherever they're going, I hope it's warm. I know that's where we're headed. So it was a lot of fun.
I tell you what, wherever they're going, it's not warm.
Well, first of all, that may be the most epic drone footage I've ever shot. I was flying the drone. So much. My hands were shaking on the drone. I was so excited about the footage. There's all these ice waterfalls over the lake. So I was flying around the ice waterfalls, and then all of a sudden on my way back, here I see these two dots, and they're two little caribou walking out on the ice. So I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. So I turned the drone, and the drone couldn't even hold steady. The wind was so strong. I had it in sport mode. The wind must have been 40 miles an hour, and it was slowly sliding backwards. But I got him. The caribou didn't even care that we were shooting them. All they were trying to do was get across the ice. They were slipping and sliding. The wind was so strong. And I was already out there, so I just turned it towards them, filmed them trying to make their journey across the ice. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just got out of this clearing and this view is incredible. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. And behind me, over here, is a Sami camp. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but there's a camp right here. This is gorgeous. You can see the snow blowing off the top of these foothills, these mountains here. Oh my gosh, I gotta get a shot of this. Let's go. The heck was that? I think it was a train. Go, go, we gotta get this shot while the snow is coming off these mountains. Oh my gosh, this is the most gorgeous view. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. Look at what I'm seeing in the camera here. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, I'm gonna take a time lapse of this right now and get all of the snow blowing off of the mountain through this pass. I'm gonna try and get it all on camera in a time lapse. It's gonna be epic. I've got it set to every 1 second. The reason I did that is because there's a lot of motion happening with the snow coming off, and I felt like if I did any longer than 1 to 2 seconds, it would just look like it's zooming by way too quick. So I wanted to try and get as smooth a movement in the time lapse as I could. Rob just texted me though. He said he and Jonas are leaving, so I gotta head back as soon as I can. But I really want to try and get a time lapse here. I think that could be really cool. It might turn out better than the one I did yesterday at the Arctic, during the Arctic storm, but we'll see, we'll see. Anyways, I'll update you guys when I can. This is just so cool. I'm just having so much fun up here. I love this. This is so much fun. Okay, so it's 1:13. The sun is gonna set in about, I don't know, I think about 20 minutes. So it's starting to get a little bit darker out here now. But what's weird is that the sun never actually comes above the horizon here. Because of the way the mountains are, you really don't ever get to see the actual sun. So that's kind of unique. It's pretty fun to experience, but for once it gets to about 2 o'clock, I'll show you guys what that'll look like. And it's just gonna be, it's just darkness the rest of the day. It's weird. Like at like 3 o'clock p.m. it feels like 10:30 back home. It's bizarre, but it's fun. It's fun to experience. So it's fun to take this in.
On our way home, we got stuck in a traffic jam when a truck ahead of us slid off the road, which gave us a perfect opportunity to reflect on our experiences in the Arctic Circle.
All right, so Jonas, tell me what it's like to be this far north and have only 3 hours of daylight.
I mean, it's got to be really hard for someone to actually comprehend what it is like not having sunlight or not having light for more than a couple of hours a day. The sun hasn't actually, no one has even seen the sun here for the last 2 months, and it's going to take a little while longer until it actually breaks the horizon. But you still get a few hours of daylight every day, of course. It's 3 o'clock now. It's dark already. But then on the other hand, if you come back here in the summer, in June, for example, then the sun doesn't actually even set. So it's pretty much bright all day, all night, which is really cool. That's the time when I've mostly spent time up here in the summer before. And people that come and visit in the summer have just as much problems going to sleep as people that come up here in the winter have to stay awake. It's weird, but it is a really cool experience, I think.
What has this experience been like for you with this super limited daylight? Maybe from a film perspective.
Usually when we're out here filming, we wake up at pre-dawn and you get the golden hour, and then you end up shooting all day, and then you shoot golden hour at dusk, and then you have all afternoon to dump your footage. But now we've got like 3 hours that we can shoot, and then we just go and chill the rest of the day. It's amazing. I love it. It's golden hour all day long, which is only 3 hours, but it's like literally like the sun was hitting golden across the mountains the entire day, which was what, like 10:30 to 1:30. It was awesome.
You guys say that the main focus of filming here has to not be the daytime shooting so much. Like instead, we're trying to shift our focus a little bit towards like shooting at night.
So obviously living with such limited daylight can be very challenging, but I think it also provides an extremely unique opportunity to see the Northern Lights, potentially even on a daily basis, which to me sounds like the most epic thing ever. Which, as you can see, we did see the Northern Lights. That was the whole reason for our trip. It was insanely epic. If you haven't checked out my video on that yet, you need to watch it. I will put the link to that in the description below. So I hope you guys learned a bit about what life is like inside the Arctic Circle, at least in the winter, when there's just a very limited amount of daylight. And it's very exciting for someone like myself, but as you can probably see, it proves pretty challenging for people that either live there, or for those who are trying to do specific things such as filmmaking like we were doing, or anything else that requires daylight, such as maybe sports, or I don't know, just something as simple as just working out in the yard, doing something around your house, You really gotta fit it within a window of time if you need that daylight. So it's pretty challenging. But also, it provides challenges for the people here because having such limited amount of daylight can be pretty depressing. And depression rates are pretty high in countries that have very, very low amounts of daylight, especially in the wintertime. I know Alaska, even the state of Alaska in the United States kind of goes through this as well. So, it is kind of fun. It's unique. I definitely recommend you experience it if you can. If you're ever in a place where there's only a few hours of daylight, it's very, very unique. It's kind of a cool thing. So just keep those kind of things in mind, I guess, though, as you appreciate and have fun with experiencing that experience. But for those that live there, it can be kind of challenging. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun. I've had a great time on this trip, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. So thanks for watching. Peace.